me feeling like I'm academics.
Foolio case, when it comes to his death, has officially given notice that they intend. By the way, if you don't know, usually after the indictment, they have about 90 days or so, which is about 3 months, either 3 months or 6 months. I think they can request an extension to let the defendants know that they're opting for the death penalty. And apparently in the Foolio case, they're opting for the prosecutors opting for the death penalty for 3 of the suspects, except the woman. Okay.
Tampa investigators say 5 people came down from Jacksonville and worked together to follow and ultimately kill a rapper who was here celebrating his birthday. 4 of those suspects appeared in court today. Fox 13's Ariel Placencia joins us live in Tampa. And Ariel, we know authorities are still searching for the 5th suspect.
Now, I think they're still searching for the 5th suspect. I could be wrong on that. And let me actually just find you an updated video from today. But they are... Here we go. Is it that? No. I think I got to do it this week. Hold on, give me 1 second. Oh, there's a court proceeding. Oh, here we go.
The prosecutors in the Foolio murder trial want the death penalty for everyone that got caught for the hit. Do you think they all deserve it?
They don't want the death penalty for her. By the way, it's rumored that she's working with them already. There was already preliminary statements that she was cooperating with detectives in the initial interview where she was clarifying about how someone got to use her phone. And she was basically saying, hey, I didn't know that we were going to murder these guys, even though, she's lying. But she was down to kind of throw the other guys under the bus. At first, she was trying to defend the guy who was her boyfriend. But her name is Alicia Andrews, her boyfriend. I forgot his name. She was trying to defend him. And I'll show you her boyfriend when we see it. She was trying to defend him to make it seem like, oh, no, he was influenced by these guys, but he didn't know as well. This is her boyfriend right here. Why would she try to defend him? This guy, he was one of the shooters. He's cooked. Why would she try to defend him, though? She would try to defend him because she's currently pregnant. So she's pregnant. And so after the murder of Foolio, I don't know if she's ever been pregnant before, but they knew the police was going to come at some point. There was so much national attention on this case. They knew they were going to get arrested. The dude was fucking her, just probably not pulling out like, fuck it, like we're probably going to go down for life. He was nutting in her, and then she got pregnant. So she got pregnant afterwards, after she helped him participate in the murder of Foolio. And when she talked to detectives, she was down to pretty much tell on the other guy because she don't know them like that. She's down to tell on the 2 brothers, and she's down to tell on the 18-year-old, or actually I think it was 19, the 19-year-old who did the shooting. So the 3 shooters, for whatever reason, clearly, she's not that smart. She thought her cooperation might help her and her baby daddy / boyfriend out because they didn't do any shooting. But here how it works in most states. I actually found out something interesting about, certain states are really, like Florida, really gonna get your ass, bro. When you plan a murder, it's like you pulled the trigger. Now, that might matter as sentencing, but they're not gonna care, or they're not gonna let you off because you didn't pull the trigger. They're not gonna give you like some separate charge. You're gonna also get murdered. Many even states, like for example, like New Jersey is one of these. In New Jersey, attempted murder or say like attempted robbery is seen as if you did the crime. So they play it out like, well, you wanted to be successful, so we're going to give you punishment as if you were successful. And they usually take it to the extent with that. Certain places don't play about certain shit. And such is the case in Florida. Florida ain't playing about these people premeditatedly traveling, across multiple counties to go kill this guy. And the woman who is, Alicia Andrews, which is her, she thought her, cooperative, nature with the cops was going to save them. Now, I'm pretty sure it'll save, I don't know, maybe 20 years off her life. She's probably going to have to do, these other guys are never getting out of jail. Like, she probably is going to have a chance to get out of jail. I think she thought she could, try to cooperate with the police and be like, oh, we didn't know what was going on. It was me and my boyfriend. Oh, but they were like, there was mad calls made from your phone. Oh, no, yeah, we were in the car with these guys. They asked us, whatever. So, I always tell you, a woman is only loyal to her emotions. And second of all, she's loyal to the dick she's sucking or fucking. And she's trying to protect her guy. But it's clear her guy was part of it and not like an innocent bystander. So that's what they're realizing. They're fucked. Okay? Let me see if we could find anything. Foolio, death penalty. Okay. So the death penalty, here we go. By the way, this one Davion Murphy nigga, he still remains at large. If this nigga isn't in Mexico by now, he's an idiot. Davion Murphy, he's the 5th suspect wanted in the murder of Foolio. The Florida state attorney is basically filing motion. By the way, they said, actually, we could look. You want to see me look this up right now? This is how easy this is to look half of this shit up, right? Watch. Actually, no. This is it's Hillsborough County court case search. I don't think I got to log in. We have corporate accounts with all these accounts with all these clerks. But I'm not about to log in on stream. Let me see. Here we go. Cool. So let's do a nice little case search. I'll be able to read the document. I should have pulled it before stream. Okay, it's not working. Yeah, the website's down. Anyway, the point is this. The Florida state attorney, Susan S. Lopez, has filed a motion in the criminal court saying that the state does intend to seek the death penalty for 3 suspects. Isaiah Chance, by the way, that's the boyfriend of the girl who got pregnant. So her boyfriend name is Isaiah Chance. She was trying to save him. Sean Gathright and Rashad Murphy. By the way, the woman already started to snitch. I don't have the paper. Well, actually, I have it somewhere, but I won't bore y'all with me looking for it. Essentially, we realized that the girl was already starting to snitch because she was already talking about the plot and how she was an innocent bystander, right? So she's down to tell. She's just not down to put her boyfriend in jail. She cares about her boyfriend. That's her baby daddy. She's pregnant for him. The other 3 niggas she don't give a fuck about. Now, granted, I don't think it doesn't work like that. You don't get to save your lover when your lover and you basically were responsible for plotting this whole thing and dropping locations. So you might be able to save yourself because you're snitching, but you don't get to snitch for your boyfriend. They got one snitch. They don't need another. The rest of these people are going to get cooked. Now, do I think they're going to get the death penalty? I don't think so. I think they're going to get life. They're going to get life, but maybe not a death penalty, okay? But I'm going to be honest with you. I don't even think they sought after the death penalty in the maybe they do get a death penalty. Maybe they do get the death penalty because in the X case, the reason why they didn't go after the death penalty for these guys is because the motive for everything that happened was a robbery. So these guys went for money and they had no premeditated reason or motive to kill X. They just happened to kill him in the commission of the robbery, right? Which now it turns to murder. But because it wasn't that premeditated in terms of that they wanted to kill him, they didn't go for death penalty. But in here, this was a hit. This was meant to kill the guy, which death penalty it is. So if you ask me, I think this is a great thing, okay? You got to send a message to people. Death penalty should be on the table. And also, Alicia Andrews, it's good that she finally understands. Give me 1 second.
Did the talk.
All right, yeah, we can't find a news article on it. Why not? I was trying to find the news article.
Penalty.
The final decision has not been made. It is going to.
Did he?
Oh yeah, no, this was an old video where she was requesting a speedy trial, and I think she already got to deal with the feds, or not feds, but the government. Okay, so the reality is that her boyfriend, which is this nigga, when you're a snitch, you can't save your man. So you won't have that baby, and I think she's about like 3 months at this point, 3-4 months. You're going to have that baby, and you're going to spit that little kid out in jail. They're going to take that kid away from you. You don't get no 2 weeks with your kid. They take that kid from you because you're locked up. You're going to plea out. Your baby father, he ain't never going to get out of jail, or they're going to stick a needle in his fucking arm and fucking poison him, and he's going to die with his tongue sticking out of his mouth, and he's going to be gone. He ain't never going to be a father to your kid. You're only going to preserve his scum DNA, and that's about it. There is no family that's going to be like, you know, in some of these little weirdo chicks' mentality, they think they're going to come out on the other side and be a family. No. He's either going to die or spend the rest of his life in a cell. That's it. You're going to get out at some point because you're snitching. So they're going to give you 20 years. So your kid is going to get taken from you. When you spit that kid out, they're going to take the kid from you. They're going to put it in foster care system most likely. I don't even know if they'll give it to the family, but whatever. Your kid is going to know you when that kid is like 21 plus. No attachment. Just know that your mom was in jail for doing some really dumb shit. Hopefully you can salvage that relationship after you've done your 20, 30 years or whatever you're going to do. And at that point, you're going to have to realize that her father is either going to be on death row, awaiting a needle, and maybe you could introduce your daughter to him through a glass. But I don't even think that'll even happen because your daughter won't even know you. So this baby being born is not going to see the two criminals that basically helped create him. That's just reality of it. So the chick pregnant.
I'm sorry, in the House or Senate? Has January 13th through the 17th.
January 17th, I will be in committee those weeks. Also, the week of
I just want to know how she getting her baby hairs laid down while she in jail. This don't make no fucking sense. What type of jail is this? She showing up to court, baby hairs laid down like she finna go to the club. She just got to get out of this little orange outfit. What the fuck?
December 2nd, I will be in committee. Legislative session starting that. Yes.
On behalf of Rashad Murphy. Judge, not speaking for any other counsel, certainly for myself on behalf of Mr. Murphy. As the court knows, he's charged with first-degree murder. We have not received notice yet, but we potentially contemplate that there may be a notice filed by the state seeking death. As the court is aware, this is a 5-defendant first-degree murder that encompasses dual jurisdictions, both Jacksonville and Tampa. Although I haven't looked at the state's discovery notice, because I just received it a day or two ago, inclusive of the in excess of 300-page police report, as well as what I anticipate to be dozens of listed witnesses, I anticipate, as it relates to first phase, having to engage multiple experts experts, inclusive of cell phone and social media.
Well, listen, and I don't mean to cut you off, but if that's accurate, that the state is considering the death penalty against your client, is that accurate, first of all?
Judge, it is accurate. A final decision has not been made. It is going to be reviewed within the next 2 weeks, Judge.
Okay, so that
Not
this,
just his client, but there are others as well.
Inclusive of my client as well, Your Honor. I would also adopt most of Mr. Gonzalez's argument, but I would defer to him.
and you guys can remain seated when you're talking to me, unless you need to stand up to see me. That's the only reason why. Okay. Okay, so, and then, Mr. Petratus, what is your,
Somebody said she getting less than 15 years. Perhaps. I would disagree, except here's the thing, Chad. Here's the thing. Well, two things, and I'll use the X case, right? So Robert Allen, who was the snitch in that case, Robert Allen ended up, which, by the way, you know what she's going to have to do, right? And this is how you get to see how much a bitch really love a nigga. You know, if she gets less than 15 years, she's going to have to sit on a stand and put her baby daddy in jail for life, right? There ain't no, oh, nah, I'll do it for the other 3, but not my baby daddy. No. You got to send your baby daddy down the river if you want to get out. Robert Allen sat there and sent all 3 niggas down the river. But of course, he don't know them niggas. Well, he definitely did know them, but they paid him $5,000 out of a $50,000 robbery. Now, the reason why, you know, Robert Allen got 5 years low key, but I think he's out. Is Robert Allen out? Let me see. Let me Google that real quick. The nigga who snitched, everybody else did life. Robert Allen, XXX Tentacion. He got 5 years, I think. Yeah, he got sentenced. This nigga right here. Oh my God. Remember when he was handcuffed? It was like he was pointing niggas out? Real nigga, man. Hold on. Oh, he got 7 years, but there was 2 years already in. And he got 20 years probation. Let me see. Yeah, the rapper. So X's family agreed with his sentence, even though it was light. He didn't pull the trigger. He was part of the robbery, but he also told on the other people. This was May 2023. Let me see. He got credit for 5 years he already spent. Yeah, so he got to spend 2 more years. So if he did, this article was written May 2023. So, by the way, May 17th, that's my birthday. So by next year, my birthday, which is literally, 7 months away? Robert Allen, who snitched on the rest of the niggas who got life, he gonna be free. So yeah, I agree with y'all. But here's the thing. Let me ask y'all a question. Do you think Shorty is gonna tell her, like, remember, she got pregnant by the nigga. And I ain't gonna lie. If I knew I was gonna get locked up for life, nigga, my bitch, who I know we did this crime together, nigga, I'm nutting in her like it's going out of style, nigga. Nigga, I gotta start replicating my DNA. Fuck it, right? Here's the thing. Her plea, if she's gonna tell, won't be sympathetic to her boyfriend. If she was smart, you know what she would have done? Low key, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you want to get the nigga to impregnate you, get married to the nigga, right? When you both on the run, or now on the run, like, you know the cops are closing in. Get married to the nigga. Now it gives you some legal protection, because you can't, like, you could evoke certain rights that would disallow you or protect you if you don't want to speak about your husband. But America don't respect a baby daddy, a baby mama, or a boyfriend or a girlfriend status. If they were family, it would be very different. You get what I'm saying? Which, that's what they should have done. you got her pregnant already. You know, you should have married her. And if you married her, when she took a plea, her legal team could negotiate with the government to say, hey, you know she can't provide this testimony in regards to her husband. That's good. But baby daddy, oh hell no, snitch on that nigga. The fuck? Yeah, so yeah, and by the way, your shout to like I'm so happy that y'all are like, I think the more we talk about some of these cases, like I could tell like we're all getting smarter because I'm learning too and y'all learning too. I don't have to explain that process. Yeah, like if you're married to someone, there's legal things that protects you that you don't, that literally you could invoke to say, I'm not going to speak about my husband, or I'm not going to speak about my wife, right? And you know, if she ever wanted to, you know, we think she's going to get, like we're looking at Robert Allen, he got 2 years extra in jail. Well, really, he got 5 years already, and then the 2 years he about to do, so he got 7. Let's say she gets 7 or even 10. If she gets 10, still a win, right? But you think she wants to come home and not be with that nigga? She wants to come home because she's carrying his kid. But how she's snitching? You see, in these cases, they don't need 3 snitches. They need 1. And who's the best candidate to snitch? The girl. Because women usually feel like they're the least accountable for some crime like that. Oh, I didn't know. He just asked me to drop my location. I never know what was going to happen. I didn't think they were going to come kill him. I didn't know about that. No, I usually, when I go out, I drop my location to, like, all type of goofy shit. Like we're like suckers and believe in women. Like, oh my God, yeah, like, yeah, she's fine. You get what I'm saying? Somebody said, actually already snitch. Well, already snitch in a police interview. You need her to snitch on a stand. Yo, these niggas are facing death. Like, they're not taking a plea. When you're facing death, you're going to trial. Unless these guys are going to be like, take the plea to say life imprisonment without parole, no death. Okay. But once the prosecutor goes for death, they're not about to be like, oh, here's 20 years. The fuck? If they're going for death, the only plea they would give you is you never getting out of prison again. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the other thing. This is the deal. Now, I'm not going to give you all, if one defendant decides they don't want to waive speedy trial, that's fine. That's absolutely right. However, we're not going to have witnesses being deposed and redeposed and brought back on anyone else's schedule. So discovery will have to be expedited, and you guys are just going to have to be ready to go. So that's just the way it is. Okay. And then if something occurs and you've already deposed a witness and a new issue has arisen and you want to go back and talk to the witness about something different that wasn't already covered, then great, we can talk about it. Maybe the state would stipulate. Okay. But that is going to put a time crunch on discovery. Okay, Ms. Hurdle?
Yes, Your Honor. Also, I will be probably speaking with the other defense counsel on this as pertains to our position with wanting to move forward with the second so that may be coming.
Force you into
Us being ready, but
Yeah, Shorty really is fucking pregnant like a dummy. Okay.
expecting testing of any to the defense by October 1st. Okay. Okay. So let's deal with Ms. Andrews then. So state and Ms. Hurdle, January 6th for trial. Okay.
That's her boyfriend. That's her boyfriend, man.
Yes, Your Honor.
That's the baby daddy. That nigga shot the club up quick. And by the way, I'm going to be honest with you. Dumb for being in the murder, smart for getting the girl pregnant. Why? Yo, you give the girl more incentive to try to save you. Like, you put a baby in her stomach. Which, now if she's going to keep yeah, she might still throw you under the bus, but she thinks a little bit twice because you're gonna be the father of her child. So smart for getting her pregnant, just dumb for being involved in a murder. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
And we will set a pretrial conference, which will be a status for everybody, but it will be a pretrial conference.
Okay.
Many believe.
I bet. All right. So Shorty is trying to do the impossible. Snitch, but not snitch on her boyfriend. She don't give a fuck about this guy right here, Sean Gathright. She don't give a fuck about Rashad Murphy, the guy down here you could barely see. And then the guy who's still on the run, which is Davion Murphy. You know the U.S. Marshals is looking for that nigga. Like, you know, like again, they're probably looking for Davion Murphy so crazy he can't call nobody in the family, use any credit card that's connected to the family, access or go to a bank and access any account. They're looking for this, any phone line in his name. They're looking for him real heavy. And I do think they're going to find him pretty soon. But, yeah, they intend to give these niggas death. So, we'll see. We will see. All right. Little YSL trial update.